And we are live. Hey guys, it's Julius the Train Guy here. Today I'm gonna be just playing some Trainz 2019.
Start pressing the buttons.
Alright, this is getting a little annoying. Wait,
And then you're on Virginia.
I want to see if my Steam is working. Oh yeah, I forgot I closed. Alright, so sorry about that. I need to go check something. Also, if anyone wants to join the link, if anyone wants to join the stream, it's in the description.
Did y'all win? Yeah, let's get a 5-stack going. We need the food.
Sorry about
Oh
that,
my
guys.
god.
Stream disconnected me for
Oh
no
no.
reason.
Alright, Risky, what's your shit?
Hey, Julius.
Hey Isaiah,
You go play right now. Play right now. Play right now. Play right now.
I was
Are
just
you
AFK
fine?
for a bit, so that's why I didn't see you there.
Wait, what color do you have right here for this last shirt?
Wait, what?
Like the banners right here. They're like in
Yeah.
this orange reddish color.
I just like went to style and like selected the presets.
Risky, play the song.
Anyway, I'm about to just put on some YouTube for a bit because I'm really bored.
Do you wish we had more people joining here?
I mean, yeah,
Wait, what computer is that?
it's a MacBook.
Oh shit. Wait, Julius, how old are you?
13.
Oh shit, I'm 18 years old. Dang, you got a lot of notifications you have. Why do you want the bit of Anzik?
I just,
I I still not getting the fact that he killed our Thomas.
I mean, I don't forgive him for killing Thomas either, uh, but I just like pretend, I just like not think about it that much.
You don't have a mom? Head from left to right. And you smoke it. Yo. Yo, two. You ever seen that play? Smooth, bro? Is the bind where you take the bind from?
There's 13.
You get this from food.
Okay, what the heck?
Oh, my God.
What the hell? What?
Yo, that's just smooth to grab the play.
Wait, who is that? Black B12.
The Black B12 is Lenny.
What? She had the same name as the Lighthouse character?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I was shocked to find out that that Lenny was his name as well.
So, get it.
Hey, Julius, is it okay I can invite some
Game
of my
down this
friends
game.
here?
This is my main account. I don't want
Wait,
to rank this
well,
account up
huh?
to diamond.
Wait,
I
what?
sure some that I sure some of my friends would like to meet you. You are a pretty nice guy.
You can invite if you want.
Yeah, I only invite some of them, not all of them.
Right, I'm gonna watch right.
All right.
Run it down. Ricky, run it down. He's a spike. Harvest is to do it. Oh, I think. 140, 140, 140. Down there. You can see in the chat now.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Huh?
Look, you meet
Oh,
one of my new friends right now. Look who it is.
Hi, Julius.
oh, hey.
Oh,
I
that's
see
my
you
good
not.
friend Dex.
Hmm.
Yep, Dax Dibburn here at your service.
What are they? They both just jiggle
What Dex? Where are
at
you
the
back
same
home?
time.
Yes, I am.
Why you sound quiet?
My dad's also is still in the office with
They
me.
both just jiggle feet. Harper's on me.
But anyways, Julius, it's nice to meet you since we're the same basis.
Nice to see you too.
The one of the differences is I'm in a USA tour
He's going
configuration,
from spawn.
whilst you aren't, and I now have a double chimney, whilst you're a single chimney, I believe.
I'm fine with my single chimney.
Wait, what is a single chimney?
They call it a chimney. They sometimes call it a chimney in the UK.
Hmm.
You're gonna
Double
meet some
chimney.
more of my new friends,
Well,
Julius. You're gonna meet some of my new friends as well.
having a double chimney, guys. If in case you didn't know, guys, having a double chimney improves my strength,
Hmm.
and it changed my puffing sounds.
Wow.
Wait, Julius, what about you? When's your OC built?
My OC was built sometime in like 2023.
What? But the A4 was built between the late 1930s to the early 1940s. It can't be built in 2022. That
Well,
doesn't make any sense.
actually, Julius,
It's
Julius picked somewhere between 1935 and 1938.
okay, fine. 1938, I guess.
That's when I was built. Just like the real engine carrying my number.
Hmm. Sometimes I just prefer not to have a number.
Wait, you don't have a number?
Hold on.
You don't have a number?
No, I don't.
Why?
I have no number.
My headache is getting pretty bad.
Honestly, I just haven't felt like I needed a number.
I mean, my LC's number is 93. At first, my LC didn't have a number, but then I have the number 93. Are you trying to add my two friends in?
the bomb.
Well, wait, what are you doing?
You know what? Oh, at the
Hello, Julius.
Give me a
I'm
sec.
Evan.
Yeah, dude, this is my new friend.
Yes.
Are you
And
trying to put adding Gabe in?
Yep, he is.
Run it down.
Oh, there we go. Hey, Isaiah. Who did you cast Julius as?
I'm not sure. Wait, Julius, hold on. Remember I made you
I'm trying to add
this?
them in. My computer's a little laggy. That's why.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Gabe, it's my new friend Julius.
Nice to meet you, Julius.
Yeah.
Now, hold on. You're free.
Yeah.
How did I met Julius? Well, it was around like early November when I came back, and I was doing like a post saying like, "Oh, wait, I'll wait your tonsil see." Julius commented on it, and then I actually kind of like because there's not a lot of OC with an A.4, and
Yep.
I paint in the color red. And what the more surprising with Julius that he does MCA content like me. And he told me yesterday on Chaos Light that he lives by the F line.
Yeah, it's just that my.
Yeah, Julius, you can just add Gabe in.
It's just that my computer's a little laggy.
Damn it. That's the same with my Chromebook. Trying to get a better computer than a Chromebook.
Or what if Isaiah you cast Julius as
Oh
Mallard?
No.
my god.
Wait, Julius, what part of the F line do you live by? The end side of Queen or the end side of Brooklyn?
Hold on. Give me a sec. Give me a second. Freaking.
Yeah, Julius, you just gotta add Gabe in.
Hey.
Wait, this is
And how come ULC is wearing sunglasses? What's for? Someone's not even here yet.
How's everyone's day going so far?
Doing
Going
good. I just had a grumpy morning yesterday.
Why?
Oh,
I don't
what
know.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Julius, is it okay that I'll make your OC and Blue Trinity friends?
I think he's okay right now in the moment.
Okay.
I need a
Alright.
computer.
So on deck, what do you think of Julius so far?
He seems like a great, nice
No.
guy.
No.
I'm gonna say his OC was
Yeah.
somewhat built in around 1936.
The one side by Brooklyn.
Wait, Julius, do you have any Thomas merchandise?
So I'm gonna say, Julius, you might have been built around 1936.
Alright. Yeah, I know. It's just. Hold on. I think it's because I'm still sharing my screen. That's why.
Okay, Julius, meet Luca.
Hey guys.
I just like
Wait,
I
Luca,
just like
are you
my
sick?
I
Wait,
is
wait,
I
Luca,
just
you
like to
recognize
post
what? You recognize who? Well, next, good news. These saw your channel.
Guys,
You almost
when
got
I
to
was like
400 subs.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a 400 sub stream
Oh, shoot.
tonight.
What? Wait, Luca, you know Julius? You two know each other?
Oh, so that explains them as friends.
Wait, Julius, when do you know Luca?
Yep. It was in one of Brandon's streams. Optimus Prime 2471.
Oh yeah, the red E2 with the beard.
Yeah, that's who I cast
Yeah.
as Victor.
What about you, Julius? What type of job do you normally do?
Honestly, I have no idea. What I do know is that I'm planning on doing a little recording for when I hit 300 subs.
Another
Hey,
difference between paint scheme white between Julius and that is Julius has color wheels, while Dak does not. He has black wheels.
yeah, that counts Julius and Dax as brothers. Oh, and Isaiah, you know Sebastian the Purple E2?
Yeah, he reminds me of Sydney.
For me, he reminds me of Salty. Like, question, why does he remind you of Sydney? That's...
Oh, I managed to get the 2012 Trackmaster James, which I might use as my main James.
Hold on. I got a message from Discord.
Wait, Julius, you use Discord?
Yeah, I use Discord.
Wait, what's your Discord? I want to friend you.
Me too.
I'll send it in private chat.
Alright.
Okay. I'll send you to my server too, in case you want to join.
Alright.
Send me your Discord too, Julius. I want to join.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Dax. You and Julian are brothers.
Shit.
I just sent it.
Oh, that. Alright.
Wow.
That's great. It works. Yippee.
Got it. I got it. And I got the other requests.
And I got you, Julius.
I got it.
My OC now remember, guys, when I said my OC has four different sounding whistles? There's actually 10 different sounding whistles on it.
Alright, Julius, I send you to my server.
I'm in.
That's cool.
Hey, Julius, there's something I want to show you.
Okay.
Look at this video.
The MTA.
Is that the R42?
Yep. For garbage.
Well, this is peak. Wait a minute. I think I've seen this before. Yes, I have. I've seen this before on one of my travels.
Yep, the MTA subway system coaches, they do have Buckeye
They're
couplings.
not coaches, Dax. They're the cars. They're not coaches. They're not pulled by steam or diesel locomotives.
Well, it turned. Yep, and they appear to have Buckeye couplings.
Wow.
Dax, why
That's-
keep on saying Buckeye come with the knuckle couplers? And hell, this is New York City in America, not like any other country or different type of city.
I want to say a Buckeye coupler.
I'll just save your life.
Another thing too, Julius, I have TRS 2019.
Yeah, same here. Except I got mine on Steam.
Steam?
I got mine from Trainz Portal. I have the Platinum Edition.
More rounds, more
I
rounds,
just have
more rounds.
the regular trains.
More rounds, more kills, bro. More rounds, more kills.
The Polar Express content I have.
Yo, poke 'em, poke 'em, poke 'em.
I also downloaded a bit of American Trains into my game.
You want to know what type of gray paint I got yesterday? It's a type of spray paint.
What is it?
And it's this.
Wow.
That's
Nice.
the same primer color, the primer paint that the Unlucky Tug uses for his models.
Wow. Hey, Julius. Can I make a OC in Blue Train with Friends edit?
Sure.
I can't believe Blue Train
Thanks.
Friend is now gone.
Yeah.
What are we gonna play now?
Why?
No. Oh, don't worry, guys. It's still on Roblox.
Like I said, Bobby.
Yeah, it's still on Roblox. It's just that it won't be updated as much.
I mean, we got locals online.
I guess it won't be updated that much. I mean, it's fine. I'm not going to complain about that.
Nah. Oh,
I'm bored. I know what we can do. Let's watch a history on this MTA subway video in the meantime.
Okay.
hey guys, look at this that I got for Christmas.
Mm.
Huh.
Another thing too, Julius, is that in TRS 2019, there's a Polar Express engine that I downloaded,
By
which
the way,
is the F7A.
I am making an upcoming project of reviewing
The
One of
R-38s
the
ran
first
for
flying
43
seasons of
years.
Thomas.
Oh, Luca's got
They
some
were
presents
very
he wants to
similar
show
the
too.
R-32s, were
Yep.
built after them and retired before them.
Yeah,
This
I
led
also
to them
got
being
some.
basically forgotten as worse versions of the
Think about what I
Brainliners.
meant to do next.
Let's take a look at their history. With the Christie Street connection opening soon and the Queens Boulevard line full of aging R9s, the IND needed some new cars. In 1965, 200 B Division cars were ordered from the St. Louis Car Company for $22.5 million. The first two trains entered service at Queens Plaza on the E and F in 1966. From there, they ran on various IND routes over time. Sometimes they were spread out over many routes, and other times they ran on just one or two. In 1972, sets 3990 to 3991
Also, Isaiah, I found your TikTok and I
4001
followed
were
you.
parked in a garage near Jamaica 179th Street. They sat in Coney Island Yard until 1983 when they were scrapped. From 1987 to 1989, all of the R-38s were rebuilt by GE. They were equipped with air conditioning and new flip-dot signs, with only the service letter, since part of the AC system made the front roll signs hard to change. The express and local lights, as well as the marker lights, were also removed during this time. The side roll signs were kept, but updated for new services. Everything gets old and has to be replaced eventually. In the 2000s, the R-38s were having problems and were in a state of disrepair. Prior to their retirement, they ran primarily on the A and C. Like many other trains, the R-160 car order would be their end. In 2008, the fleet of R-38s slowly began being retired, with the last pair, 4098 to 4099, making its last trip on the sea in 2009. Nearly every R-38 was stripped and reefed.
You took your food.
There is only one remaining R-38 set, 4028 to 4029, which was preserved by the New York Transit Museum, operating to this day on the train of many metals.
Well, that was good.
That was actually really cool.
I
Yeah,
agree.
though. Why would the R-38 were identical to the
Yeah.
R-32s? Why do they look alike?
Matter of fact, give me a sec. I'm finna show you guys something that I got yesterday.
Oh, I decided to revert some of my Thomas customs back to the TV series designs,
Yeah.
but with a unique twist to it.
Oh, and guys, you know Sean, you know that Bluey too?
Wait, the Dark Blue 2 with Sir lives in number 25? What about him?
I casted him as Den the Dieselworks Diesel from Day of the
Yeah,
Diesel.
so I got the
And Evan,
newest Dragon Ball game yesterday.
and
Oh,
Evan,
shit.
did you cast his Dart?
H the Greenie too.
No. You saw Tobias in the Arcane Merchant.
Oh yeah, I also saw that yesterday.
I'm the only one who hasn't seen it though.
And hopefully, like pretty soon, I'll see Sonic 3.
I think I might go on Saturday. I'm probably gonna go see Sonic tomorrow.
Maybe one day.
My
I
favorite part,
mean, Little
my
Luca
favorite
used to live
part
by
of the
nearby, but unfortunately it's closed. So the only way that I can go see in my local theater is the one in Holland, 125th Street.
Anyway, my favorite part of Tobias and the Arcane Merchant was when I saw Oliver with the red eyes.
It kind of looks like that Oliver was teased to be the next villain.
Yo, so pass on the server.
I mean,
Or
mean,
during his flashbacks, I think he was supposed to be like Toby's brother.
even though Montague was built into a pannier, even though Montague was actually a pannier tank engine instead of being a tram or something.
And it was shown that Montague was a class 40 before.
A class 40. That doesn't remind me of anything at all.
D261.
D199.
D199 is actually a class 46.
Oh, never mind. But in any case, the only thing that the class 40s remind me of are D261, aka Bowler, aka the Diesel, and it also reminds me about uh no it all just reminds me of those. It all just reminds me of those. Never mind.
But why does Mavis sound like a male? Isn't she supposed to be a female?
I believe
Yeah.
they
Wait a minute.
pitched down her
Wait.
voice.
In the Tobias arc, Mavis is not a they changed her gender from a female to a male. That's why.
Yep.
Oh,
To me, I think it sounds like they pitched down her voice.
Yeah.
they have pitched down her voice when I think about it. My least favorite scene from Tobias and the Uncanny Merchant would have to be Thomas getting killed by Toby.
Yeah, that was my reaction when I saw this. I literally almost cried. I almost started crying.
Okay, Julius, two questions. One,
Yep.
what is your favorite line? And two, least favorite line?
My wait, what was the first one?
Your favorite line and least favorite line of the MTA subway system?
My favorite line would have to be the 6th line because that's where my grandma lives. My least favorite line would have to be the okay. So the Lexington Avenue is my favorite. My least favorite line is I guess it would have to be the 8th Avenue line because of the new one. It's because the new trains that's replacing them.
Wait a minute, is that on the queue?
No, that's just some random stuff that people be doing for no reason.
You know what I found funny about the 6th line back in October? When you get to I think Brooklyn Bridge, you may think that the end of the 6th line, or reality, it's not.
Hmm.
You can say. Brother.
It's like not to mention I've seen some of these code breaks some of these train code breaks on YouTube for I just felt like for surprising one of my friends for it to see his reaction.
Hey, Dex.
Yeah.
You know Scarlet Decay 2.
Yep.
I know it too. And you wanna know what Thomas Kitishi reminds me
Lady.
Man.
Wrong answer.
Rosie.
Yep.
My guess is that that was supposed to be Montague when he takes his body back, but I don't get it all with the black eyes and all. Like it gives me also when Toby meets the other when Toby meets Tobias, like the one with the blue eyes, it gives me a bit of anime vibes.
How about for a Polar Express adaptation with with the line, "Late that night, I did hear sounds, but not of ho-ho-hos or jingle bells.
The sound
From
of
outside
rumbling.
came the sounds of a whirring engine and squeaking wheels. That
Mm,
it had reminded me of a story back in Michigan where a train stood perfectly took a kid to the North Pole. Except this time there was no steam locomotive to be seen, but a streamlined named diesel locomotive.
Streamlined diesel locomotive.
Yep.
Now that is something I've never seen.
It's the EMDF unit.
EMDF unit. Okay.
Built by Electromotive Division.
Okay.
My
I'm
favorite
getting
line
interested
from
now.
my favorite line from Tobias and the Half Rhino would have to be "Get off our island."
My favorite line is because I made it that way.
Wait, Julius, do I like Gumball?
I like Gumball.
You know what I found funny? You have the
What?
same name as a Gumball character.
Yeah, I know. Like
You also know
I was watching a Gumball episode, and when I heard my name in that episode, I was like, "There's no way they put my name into this."
Wait, what episode? The lesson or
Hmm.
the suckwood?
I
Well,
don't
I
know.
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen.
I have
yeah.
no
Well,
clue.
Isaiah.
Give me a sec.
Well, Isaiah. Wasn't back in October you made
Oh, Super
my
Dude. Yeah.
childhood characters
Oh wait, never mind.
against me.
I can only have like 6 people.
Wait,
I
what?
know.
What? Julius, who is backstage?
Super Dude.
Oh, he's a
Oh
friend of
yeah,
ours.
him.
Put
so
Luca backstage. He
another
just really
thing
doesn't really speak that much.
Another thing too, Julius, did you ever heard this company called Marathon Media? They produce shows like Totally Spies, Martin Mystery, Team Galaxy, and Lolly Rock.
Yeah. Hey Julius, you like Phineas and Ferb?
Yes, I like Phineas and Ferb.
Me too.
My favorite character is Perry the Platypus.
Mine is a tie between Ferb Fletcher um and Vanessa.
My favorite will always have to be Doofenshmirtz because we understand his pain and
Yeah,
from
I mean,
his horrid parents. We
only
never got a backstory on why they became horrid.
Wait, isn't like Dr. Dittersburg like Hoyt Henry?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
They
Hoyt
basically
Henry, we think he's a bad kid, but in reality, the family, his parents, and brother are an asshole to him. It is reverse Caillou.
is that one might be right, guys. Doofenshmirtz's life is the German version of horrid Henry.
Also,
Like,
have you guys heard of a show called Top Gear?
Yes,
Yep.
I heard about Top Gear.
Who is
Hey
your favorite?
Isaiah.
What?
Well, remember back in October you made your characters against me?
Why are we talking about the past? That's over by now.
Okay, yeah. Okay then, I'll stop mentioning it.
Ow, my headache. Ow.
well, there'll have to be one more Thomas Polar Express run, and it will be a double header again. I'll have Edward at the lead and Thomas behind him.
I'm planning on having a Christmas. I'm planning on having a Christmas Express.
Like they'll both be hauling Mark Wands, and the last Polar Express run for the year will be the FTF's the streamlined diesel hauling 7 or 8 coaches.
I'm planning on
really
doing I'm planning on just I'm planning on just doing a little Christmas Express from Napper to Barrow. I'm planning on doing it on. I'm planning on having Gordon pull it with his brother. With his brother.
In honor of Scotsman's 90th anniversary of setting 100 miles per hour.
All right. Wait a minute.
Which Julius is a coincidence.
My top speed is 115 miles per hour.
My top speed is apparently going to be was 130 miles per hour.
Really?
I'm sorry,
That's
Zach,
just like
but
a.
you are
That's just like
wrong.
a
The
GS.
correct
That's
answer
just
is
like a.
120 miles an hour.
Actually, 130 miles per hour was my world record I set before World War II.
But that the matter is the fastest demon in the whole wide world.
Well, I'm going to. Well, you never heard the story of how I set my speed record before World War II? Well, they attached a dynamometer car to me for my run. It's the same dynamometer car that Mallard had for my run. And I made Gresley proud before he died.
I'll be back. I gotta go. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay. So anyway, guys, what you guys wanna what you guys wanna do today?
I have no idea
Let's-
what we should do today.
let's-
I know what we should do before when 2025 hits. How about we go to the store and no, I'm much better idea. Let's go to Universal Studios one more time.
Oh no, that's
How about for me?
How
How about
about
tomorrow for me? I'll be going to the Toy Train Club and getting the new Lionel Thomas item set I saw at the train show.
Why, Doc? Why you always go there? It's just right there.
Oh, I know. Why don't we have a movie night for Tobias and the Uncanny Merchant?
You know, you want to see what I mean?
Because apparently I hadn't seen it, and
So
I want to watch it with you guys.
Oh wait,
these.
guys, even better, we can do a
mean, like
Kahoot or
these?
do a live stream.
You mean like these?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, guys, even better, we can do a Kahoot or a live stream.
And there's the Lionel, Annie, and Clarabelle.
Cool.
Yeah, I hope these should be at the train show next time I go there, which should be tomorrow. If not, then I'll go back there as one of the first things for the year.
C is for cookie. That's good in double B.
Also, Totally Spy Season 7 is going to premiere next year on the January 4th.
That's fake.
Yeah!
That's fake. That's fake. That's fake. That's fake.
No,
it's
real.
It's real. It's
No,
real. It's real.
No.
Yes.
No, yes, I'm telling you, it's real.
It's so real.
No, wait a minute. I have a great idea. Yuppie! I got ready all blind myself. I can see that Aiden did a good job, but it's so early. I already related the story starting the reboot. It's coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow? Oh no, that's not the day. The tweet like we're gonna come out in 2026.
But I'm checking it. It's 2025.
I'm sorry that you didn't hear me. It's coming out in 2026.
On my stream tonight, I'm going to show you that it's true.
Come on, the kill line. Come down to and help me make breakfast.
Uh, why, Nick? Why can't you believe me for once?
The diaper to say, no, no, I don't want to.
Why
Silly old
can't you
man,
just believe me
silly,
for once?
silly, silly. What? That's what the name that moved because the 25 we're gonna come out in 2026. Tax, enough with the racket. You woke up everybody else. I want to go downstairs right now. Even I said we're starting to get angry. Why the 25 wheel is coming out in 2025? I want to come out in 2025.
Well, to tell you the truth, Isaiah, I'm going to tell you that it's all true.
What just happened? I just got back.
Nothing. It's a role play.
Well,
Um, oh,
Julius, did you hear? The Totally Spies reboot is going to come out in 2025 on January 4th, which I'm excited for.
No, we should not be excited about this.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes,
it's real,
it's coming
Isaiah.
out.
It's
It's real.
real.
well,
Evan, you live in Canada.
Isaiah,
You live in the US.
just look it up. It's real.
dude.
And fix up your mic while you at it.
Yeah. Oh, are those Tommy Thomas? Wait.
Yeah, they are. Don't you have any Thomas much?
I said I used to have them, but I don't have them anymore.
Why?
My mom
Me
says this
too.
because I'm getting too old for this.
You're never too old to play toys.
Yeah, exactly, and I agree with you. And plus, Julius, do not trust parents. They they always complain to kids that they are too old for Thomas.
Yeah, I know. But,
Just
but
like my brother when he
Mhm.
said I was too old for Thomas.
I
He's,
never trust my parents when it comes to my money. Because
I mean,
I
every
seen way
time I hear him, hear my brother say that, I just ignore him.
the
Yeah,
only
and
reason
besides, Gabe, my dad and mom says that I'm too old for Thomas. They say that's for kids. Like, bruh, Thomas is for
At least my
every
mom didn't
age.
really say that to me. She didn't really say that to me. She's basically chilled.
Except for my
Well,
siblings and family. Well,
hmm,
some of them.
well, at least my parents are okay with me
Mm.
like Thomas, and they're fine with it
wow.
because they honestly think that I do a really good job with some of my
Mm.
videos with them.
Mm.
Huh.
Mm.
Meanwhile, I'm just not allowed to do that anymore. Seeing as my mom just sees me as a growing up kid.
I mean, look, here's the thing though, Julius. We all the grow at some point. We don't try inventing our childhoods though. Look at childhood
Oh
shows.
my god,
And when
that's
we grow up,
disgusting,
we
disgusting,
need to look at
disgusting,
our childhood shows you grew up
disgusting.
with.
Don't worry. Once I get my own money, I'll see if I can like try go get some Thomas merch. Seeing as I currently have some money saved up.
I mean, funnily enough, I almost have about like $200 to spend for my Christmas.
Damn.
Oh, and next year will be my 23rd birthday, so I have something special planned on that day.
What?
Huh.
My 23rd birthday.
Oh. Oh yeah, I'm probably also gonna do a live stream on the New Year's, which is in 3 days.
Oh yeah. Well. May we join too?
Sure, you guys can join.
Yippee!
Oh yeah, also yeah. Oh yeah, I miscalculated. I meant 4 days because the 31st.
Wait, Julius, what do you think of MOP?
What is MOP?
Like My Little Pony? What do you think of it?
Oh, My Little Pony. I I don't watch it at all. I mean, I heard of it, but I don't watch it.
I mean, I do like it, but I hate the what some people like to do. They ship the ponies with the Thomas guns. Like, why are you shipping them with one of your trains, for God's sake?
I've seen this on YouTube yesterday, and I was like, "What the hell?"
I
I
seen.
mean, guess what? Human and trains don't fuck.
Okay,
Exactly.
first of all, guys,
I honestly
I
don't do that.
saw I saw someone on Demon and Dirt ship Thomas X Sunset Shimmer.
Okay, bro, that's just wrong.
And also, not to mention, I saw these people on Demon and Dirt shipping Thomas characters with Phineas and Pip characters, which is disgusting.
Okay, you could do that with My Little Pony, but when you do it to one of my
Insert the
favorite shows, that's just
Bob the
worse.
Builder face palming saying this iconic meme. Oh my fucking god.
Hmm.
I mean, come on. That meme is pretty funny.
I like the I like the parody of platypus things that Doofenshmirtz says from Phineas and Ferb. That's one of the reasons why I why I like it.
What? A platypus? Harry the platypus?
Parody of platypus.
A
No,
platypus? Harry the platypus?
I ain't doing that again.
Wait a minute.
What? A tank
I ain't
engine?
doing that again.
What is the tank engine?
A tender engine? Gordon the tender engine. A tram engine? Toby
Toby
the
the
tram
tram
engine.
engine?
A red engine? James the red engine?
Oh, you can share your screen, Luca. Wait, some Scottish twins? Donald and Douglas, the Scottish twins.
The R27 and R30 were known as the BMT Redbirds. They were the first cars to retire earlier BMT cars, the first married pair BMT R types, and were retired far earlier than planned. Let's take a look at these fascinating cars. It was the late 1950s. The R16s were still fairly new. Nearly all of the original BMT subway fleet was still in service, and some of them were quite old. Several odd car types, like Moby Converse and ME1s purchased from the SIRT, needed to be replaced soon, and some BMT standards and triplexes were also nearing the end of their useful lives. The Transit Authority decided to order 230 R27s from the St. Louis Car Company. They were to be a continuation of the previous R16 car, but as married pairs with longitudinal seating and many minor cosmetic changes. Since they were married pairs, they had one half-width driving cab and one half-width conductor's cab on each car. They had rectangular rail windows as opposed to porthole ones, and were the first type to use letter designations for BMT routes on roll signs rather than the dual contracts era number designations. The first train of R27s ran on the QT on November 15th, 1960. At first, the R27s were assigned to the QT and QB versions of the BMT1 route, and as more arrived, they spread out over the Southern Division. The R27s entered service without issue, so 320 identical follow-up R30s were ordered, entering service the next year in 1961, initially assigned to the Eastern Division. All R27s and R30s were delivered in a dark brown-green color. There were 5 subtypes: the R27WHs, R27GEs, R30WHs, R30GEs, and R30As.
Whoa.
The WH cars had Westinghouse propulsion. The GE cars had General Electric propulsion, MTA had a General Electric propulsion but used newer controllers. Together, R27s and R30s retired all low-V converters, ME1s, MS multi-sections, all BMT standard trailer cars and a few motor cars, and many triplexes. They allowed borrowed equipment such as R9s and R10s to be returned to the IND and stabilized the BMT fleet. In 1967 and 1968, the Southern Division, Eastern Division, and IND Division unified into the B Division, and the R-27 R-30 fleet interspersed throughout it. In the late 1960s, many R-27s and R-30s were repainted into a bright red. However, this scheme wouldn't last long, as just a few years later, in the early 1970s, they were repainted into the MTA blue and silver scheme. This new paint was promptly ruined by graffiti. The MTA had little money to maintain the cars, and they fell into disrepair. Eventually, the 1980s arrived. After years of neglect, it was time for some overhauls. Over the course of the late 1980s, 24 R-27 GEs, 3 R-27 WHs, all R-30 GEs, and all R-30As were rebuilt and repainted into the Redbird paint scheme, becoming BMT Redbirds. Now there were 5 subtypes: unrebuilt R-27s,
What should we do this
rebuilt
Friday?
R-27s, unrebuilt R-30s, rebuilt R-30s, and R-38s were rebuilt. The unrebuilt R-27s and unrebuilt R-30s were retired soon after by the R-68s and R-68As, as they were no longer needed.
Wow.
Rebuilt cars of both types were expected to last.
Let's see why. Julius, you want to see why my best Christmas present was?
And as the R-27
A Fort Meade Railway Schools class.
it was
Number 936 Cranway.
installed and the cars had to be retired.
What's interesting about it is that it's tender powered and that the engine herself can freewheel. How about that, Luca? It also appears to have 2 whistles on the front. Here's proof that she freewheels. 2 whistles on the front. And then a swiveling boat. Oh, my mic is glitching again.
What kind of plumber are you? A platypus plumber? Perry the platypus plumber? Perry the platypus? Oh. I'm looking on eBay and I'm finding some stuff I might get for my early birthday present. I might get another Spencer, but I'm gonna save that for a bit of a surprise. The Trackmaster 2010 Spencer, the silver one, with the godforsaken nose chip on the nose. Why would they ever leave Trackmaster Spencer's nose chips like that? Oh, look, another Spencer that is in a a Tommy Spencer. Maybe I can get that for some sort of seat. Let's see. Mr. Mr. Order, I think we're going off the tricky track.
Wait, Julius, are you back? Julius, Super Dude, Gabe, Dex, where is everybody?
I'm here.
Wait, is Julius back already?
You back already, Julius? Alright, so, in case you know, here's the school's class tender.
Sorry guys, I had to go do something.
Oh.
The front and back wheels here have traction tires, and they are powered, but the middle tender wheels are able to freewheel. To get the front and back ones to freewheel, you have to push on them real hard. What's also interesting is the cab coupling is also sprung.
Wait a minute. I just got a really good idea.
And these have to run together here. Because it's the pickups. So the tender can't run on its own. You want to see what a cab forward variant is look like? It's right here. This. If it was cab forward mode activated.
Alright, TTTE guy, Bachman.
And also on the instructions of it, guys, there actually wasn't a photo of an A4 Pacific, number 4496, actually 4469, Sir Ralph Wedgwood.
AKA Gadwall.
Oh yeah, I've seen this user before.
Oh yeah. Wait, isn't it when it made the Reese's Puff video on Donald and Douglas?
Yeah. He's the one with the Reese's Puff, Donald and Douglas.
With SA Music's original Donald and Douglas theme.
But how come you hate the song Reese's Puff, Reese's Puff?
I don't. I don't hate it. But I like Donald.
It's,
I think it's good, but I
he's
like
talking
Donald
about.
Wizard
He's talking about
Trousers
this.
better.
He's talking about this one.
Yippee!
I mean that one's good, but when I first heard the Donald Wizard Trousers mashup, it sounded more accurate and better.
Wait a minute.
The A4 carrying my number was actually
Need to run
from
Windows
a real
on your Mac?
A4 called Gargany.
Parallels Desktop makes it simple to win.
Nobody, not
It's official. I'm an HO trainiac.
Will turn into me for real.
This is the same user where I
But genuinely, for years now, I've always wanted to collect model trains. It's just so cool having such detailed models after being exposed to this crap for a decade. Back in 2020, after the Unlucky Tug started making videos on his Thomas models, I really wanted to get into it too. Then I found out that, oh my god, this stuff is so gosh darn expensive. So I kind of just gave up on model trains after that. Until recently, my friend Adam from Thomas Theorist bought this Bachmann set of Underground Ernie. If you don't know what Underground Ernie is, you don't want to know. And Adam started to really get into Bachmann. He bought more trucks and engines and spent way too much on the Daisy. And that kind of got me in the mood for model trains again. I spent some time researching prices of different models online, and yeah, they're still expensive as hell.
Nah, bro. Who made the Bachman Gordon?
But the difference now is I have way more money from doing YouTube, and I also have no life. So I officially decided to start collecting model trains.
So I might just start off being a Bachman.
Before we get into the story of everything, there's two things I should let you know. Firstly, I live in Australia, and online shopping here is such a doo-doo fart. There's a reason I've never updated my Tommy Gordon. It's because I can never find one. So actually finding models and for a good price is not very easy. And secondly, I am no expert at any model railway stuff. I have absolutely zero experience, and I am learning everything as I go. My knowledge only comes from mostly Adam and Unlucky Tug videos. So that's probably a recipe for disaster. So yeah, this whole journey has kind of been a nightmare to start out. So last month, I was searching to see what I could buy first. I wanted to get a starter set so I could get the track, controller, and an engine. While I have the money and can absolutely afford something like this, I still don't want to pay that much because, like, come on. So finding a set was tricky. I finally used Bachman Thomas set on Facebook Marketplace for 150 Australian dollars.
aka 100 USA dollars.
It was just missing the power bank. I figured this would be a good deal. It's pretty cheap for a starter set, and the power bank shouldn't cost that much.
Word of advice: never ever buy anything that cheap. There's like a possibility that would not work.
What could possibly go wrong? It wouldn't work.
Son of a...
I got the set and the power bank, and it just wouldn't work. I tried twice more, and third time's lucky, I guess, because I got Thomas moving slightly. I was so happy that he moved an inch. Meanwhile, Adam was deciding which one of his 10 engines to play with next, while I'm on the bedroom floor watching Thomas go across 3 pieces of track. I came to the conclusion that either Thomas just didn't run well, or the track was crappy, or the controller was broken, or the rail joiners were broken. Basically, my conclusion was that I probably shouldn't have bought that set. God. So I decided to start from square one again. Buy a new starter set. A brand new one. After looking on Amazon, I found one that was $137. Where was this when I was researching earlier? That's cheaper than this piece of trash. So
Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, that looks like Lady.
Except it's not her basis.
Oh God, it is.
It isn't her basis.
But wait like 2 weeks for that to arrive from the UK. I wanted to give the engine a name, so I asked Adam for suggestions. He jokingly said Emily because it was number 12, so I countered that by saying Alfie as a joke. And then it kind of just stuck, so this guy's called Alfie now.
GWR 101,
Nobody asked!
I also wanted some more trains because I was pretty sure Thomas wasn't going to be the best run.
Damn it! Did he left again?
runner, I found this engine called Smoky Joe, which was pretty cheap for a model train. And I'm gonna be honest, this engine looks terrible. Like, it's fully black, and the name on the side is just like the stupidest font choice ever.
I think the font choice could be a little better.
I wasn't thinking about buying this until I decided to do a little
The
Photoshop.
font choice would be better.
My idea for this was kind of like one of those Day Out with Thomas engines. That isn't the real basis of the character, just an engine that looks similar, dressed up to be that character. So I decided to buy Smoky Joe after all.
Yay, me!
I also wasted $170 on Henry because, oh my god, he looks so good. Look at those side rods. A few weeks later, I got a notification from Amazon that they were all going to arrive on the same day. How convenient. I got the set and Joe at the same time. Henry's fat ass was probably slowing the post fan down. I unboxed the set and Joe with Adam, and this was my first time setting up a whole loop, and, well, you know how I'm new to this? I was very bad at setting the track up. Connecting the rails together was so tedious, and sitting on my bedroom floor probably wasn't helping. It took me like 30 minutes just to make the one loop. It was like the longest half hour of my life. Finally, though, my luck had turned around because everything was actually working. Even Thomas worked. Kinda. Okay, so I'm just gonna say it now. Thomas is a little turd. He has trouble starting up slowly and sometimes needs to push, and if I slow him down too much, he just stops. Once I'd give him a bit of a run, though, he'd seem to work fine.
Town Hall 17 Clash of Clans is now available on both mobile and PC with Google Play Games. Experience more ways to play and save your in-game progress across your PC and mobile devices.
Seriously, no more ads.
Unleash the power of Town Hall 17 on a larger PC screen and dominate the battlefield with enhanced keyboard.
I finally got Henry, and I had no idea how to open this package. I wanted to try and preserve the cardboard thing inside, so I cut the top open and proceeded to slice my finger open on the box.
There we go. Yeah, they're not easy to open.
I sliced my thumb open.
Oh my god. If you're still recording, that better be in it.
It wasn't even with the scissors, it was with the plastic. The cut was like 5 centimeters long, so thanks for that, Henry.
Damn.
In fact, it's been like 3 weeks later, and I still have the markings of the cut on my thumb.
Okay.
So, like, I guess that's there forever or something?
Yeah, it's there forever. I know from experience.
Yeah, it's kind of like a scar at that point.
Wait. What's there forever?
Basically, is basically, if you get like a mark on your skin that like stays with you forever.
I don't think that's true. Like, get a
It
tiny
is
bit of
true.
scratch.
I literally had like a bunch of scars on my face.
Well, you had scars on your face?
Yeah, that was like when I was like little.
I mean, I don't have scars.
After I got Henry out of the package,
I
I
have
got
a
him
bit
to
of
run,
scratch on my
and
face, but I don't like
damn,
it
is he
because
good.
it gives me
He is the fastest and smoothest engine I have, and has the least issues with literally anything.
Insert the second video with he has another nightmare of Bachman Trainz.
So I guess that makes it up for cutting my thumb open. Now that I had functional track and engines, I of course had a new problem that would be a nightmare to deal with. Where the heck am I meant to put this stuff?
I mean, I wanted to put my first model set in my basement, but
I easily got a take-along Thomas.
Wait, you have a house and your house is a basement?
Yes.
So for context, I have a bedroom and an office. It's really just my Thomas room. My bedroom has absolutely no space for anything.
Yeah, because he needs to. Yeah, basically. Because he has an
my
entire.
bedroom has like a tight space, and I can't handle tight space.
I can barely walk around in this room. A Thomas room hardly has much space either, because I have too much stuff. After inspecting the room, I figured I could probably get rid of these 2 tables.
Why get rid of? Okay, never.
And put a new table for the layout there. This table on the right had my main characters I use in videos on it, which was easy enough to move. So
yeah, really easy.
Somewhere else. But the other table had all my inbox items. And I have a lot of inbox items.
He can't put them in a drawer because if he does, it's just gonna get
He
caught.
has that much inbox items? How much?
I have no idea.
Can you just go ahead and unbox them for an unboxing video?
I mean, he could just try that.
I don't know how to do that because it would be
then
physically impossible.
But then again, if he does do that, Where the heck? How the heck is he gonna get all that in the garbage?
I wanted those to be on display though, because like they're cool and I can show them off to literally no one. But also I can't store them all in drawers because they're just too many. And
Yeah, basically, like I said, it's gonna clog up his
Basically, I
drawer.
would get like plastic hooks I would get at Target
and some are
put
too
them
tall
on-
to fit.
stick them
Plus,
onto
having
the
them on the
wall
table like
so I
this
can
allowed me to
pick
see
them
all the
up.
15 push-along Thomases.
That way
I
it
own.
can easily
So
work
I thought, why didn't I just put them on the back of my layout table in the background? That'll be fine.
Well,
Well, after researching layouts, aka watching Unlucky Tug, I quickly realized that I need quite a bit of space to fit a good layout. And after putting the loop on my film table, I knew I had to fit the biggest table I could possibly get in my room without blocking the closet and walking space. So I
don't forget his things that he uses for videos.
kind of just put off figuring out where to put the inbox stuff at the time. I could just figure it out later. I measured what the space for a table could be, and I came to the conclusion of 120 by 170 centimeters. I then decided instead of getting a table, I should just get a wooden board. That way I can get the exact measurement I wanted and also not have to buy a dining table and drag it up a flight of
use a
stairs.
table on Thomas just for converting the wheels from the plastic ones to the April ones that I got with
Before I got the board, Adam and I drew up concept sketches of what a layout could be like. I wanted multiple things in my layout. A loop that I can constantly run an engine on, a small area for some sheds, a dockside with a pier that I can shove trucks into the sea. We came up with a design that should briefly look something like this. I know it's messy. It's a very rough draft. Please don't make fun of me. This gave me a general idea of what I could expect from a layout, and I was pretty happy with it. So I bought a wooden board and placed it on top of this right desk and my old work table, which is the same model as that one. I then moved the inbox table as my new work table. This worked out perfectly because I didn't have to buy any new tables, which was such a relief. I set up a circle track and it was looking pretty good. Finally, some good progress. Now that I had a layout in mind, I just needed to buy some more track. I figured that over time I would keep finding lots of track and eventually have enough to try and build a proper layout. So I went looking.
No, I gotta add quickly.
I found a lot on Facebook, which I know what you're thinking, bad idea.
Yeah.
But the listing was pretty cheap for a lot of track, so
What?
I bought it. The seller did let me know that some of the pieces were rusted and some of the crossings didn't work, but could probably be fixed. I did manage to fix one of them so far, not the other one yet though. Otherwise, most of the straights and curves from the lot work fine, so hooray! At this point, I decided it was time to start work on Smokey Joe.
I dropped Thomas's wheel. I dropped one of Thomas's.
Guys, I think I know what he's gonna do with this. I think I know what
You're
he's
gonna
gonna
make
do.
it
with
into
Smokey Joe.
pussy. Don't call me dirty pussy.
He's gonna make it into Percy.
Turning him into a doubt with Percy.
You freaking called it.
Wait a minute, look at
I
the
didn't-
name. Is that saying being pussy?
Decided it
Is
was
it
time to start
Perry?
work on Smokey Joe.
Wait, who?
Turning him
Smokey Joe?
into a
Perry
No,
the
look.
Smokey Joe?
Perry the platypus?
Nah, Perry the Smokey Joe.
Harry.
doubt with Percy.
Harry.
I didn't want to unscrew him to take the shell off or anything because I'm still new to this and didn't want to break it. And knowing my luck, I probably would have broken it. I decided to start with the foot plate. I couldn't spray it with primer because of the wheels. Also, I kind of hate using spray paints because I'm really bad at doing it. But I didn't want to panic because I knew it was going to take ages doing like 3 to 4 coats to get it good. So instead, I decided to just use some paint pens. I've used these things before on the buffer beams on characters like Hurricane and Ryan, and I also use it for the lining on some of my engines. So I just slowly colored in the foot plate on one side and waiting for it to dry before doing the next. Good thing with the pens is that they dry pretty quickly. After that, I realized I didn't have a good green color for the rest of him, so thought I'd just give painting the boiler a try and see what happens. And it was actually working. I didn't even really wait for the paint to dry fully. I just kept coating him over and over until it looked pretty good. Next morning, I then touched up some of the dodgy parts, and I thought he was looking pretty cool. I used the paint pens to do the dome, lining, and other details, and he was done. I'm honestly very proud of it. I think it turned out much better than I was expecting. I love the shade of green. Line's clean. Had it been for that to rhyme. I think the gold on the dome is lovely, and I much prefer this to the original livery. I was so happy that this nightmare was finally over.
Or so he thought.
Just kidding, time for something new to go wrong. So I was scrolling on eBay and found this American train set for pretty cheap and thought, wow, I could use more trucks in my layout. I only realized the second after I bought it that they have knuckle couplers, so they're not compatible. Well, that's fine, at least my engines can shunt them. Also, I could probably mod them in future, so it's not a waste of money.
Yes, it is.
So the package arrived and, oh god. So the caboose and the hopper truck both had wheels that, had come out, so I had to push them back into place. The plastic on this stuff is, motorized here. There's a chip in the tender. This metal bar's loose on the engine. The coal just fell out of the hopper truck, and this engine is as slow as a snail and as noisy as a jet plane.
Hey, Zach, one thing that's cool to see.
It sounds like if you're trying to follow someone around.
I have my soul taken on happen, so I was walking on
the railroad.
Yeah.
Andy will be friends about halfway through the movie. He'll betray me then.
But for some reason, I couldn't exactly come up with the idea to make Timothy and Tagalong form with H.O. style wheels.
Wait a minute, Wait. There's two types of Timothys: the ghost engine and the one that works in the clay pit. Which one are you talking about specifically?
Timothy, the ghost engine.
Oh, okay.
I do have the oil burning. I do have Timothy, the oil burning engine in Taken plate form, though.
I actually have Timothy and Trapmaster, the oil burning one.
But why does he have these big magnets? Jesus Christ!
I don't know. Anyway. He was right about one. TTCE guy was right about one thing.
Okay.
The American engine is as noisy as a jet plane.
Unbearable. So yeah, not the best purchase I made. But hey, at least it wasn't too expensive, right? It's only like $89. I'm gonna be bankrupt.
It could be worse, but
I don't care.
On a brighter note, I decided to try my hand at making some cardboard buildings. Adam had a few which looked very nice, and he taught me how he makes them. So I tried building a shed, and you know what? It ain't half bad for a first attempt. Better than anything I made before with cardboard. And then I also made a platform. I might add brick details and weathering to these later on. We'll see. Adam might make a video about how he makes these cardboard buildings in future, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, time for something else bad to happen. The same seller on Facebook who sold me the track had some engines, so I decided to inspect them, thinking I was about to walk home with some new trains. One of which I thought I could one of which I thought I could have made into a day out with James model. I brought some of my track to test out the condition. They didn't work on my track for some reason. I have no idea why, but it kept sucking most of the power out of the tracks. You could hear the motor running, so they definitely worked, but there wasn't enough power for it to run. It may just be that his engines are 40 years old or something, but I couldn't buy them. Photoshop this for nothing! In other news, I decided to build a small layout with what I had, including some of the cardboard things I built. And that's when I found out that... yeah, Thomas is kind of dying. He hardly runs at all unless he's at full speed, and even then he has issues. It's probably not long until he just fully dies. So I might have to get a new one at some point. Amazon put him on sale 2 days before this happened, and then took the sale away, so just my luck again. So remember how I need to put this inbox engine somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah, currently those were all just sitting on my film table. By the way, if there's ever a period on my channel where there hasn't been a video on my film table, stuff like this is why, after building the small layout, I realized that I definitely did not have space for them in the back. So I decided it'd be best to just get a shelf. I have to move some of the stuff on my wall, but it's fine. Then they can all just fit on the shelf. What do you mean they're not all going to fit on the shelf? So I didn't realize how much inbox stuff I actually have. And all of it combined literally weighs over 7 kilograms. So
He has an entire flock of Thomas merch.
now I have to get 2 shelves and remove more stuff on my wall. Great. And that kind of brings us to where we are today. As of writing the script, that is. That is pretty much everything that's happened. But by the time this video comes out, I'll probably have a bunch more stuff going on. The shelf's probably installed now. I have a package of track and trucks coming, as well as a new engine. I'm not going to tell you who. The project is actually going. And it's very exciting to see all this come together. And hey, at least with all the mishaps, I can learn from my mistakes, and it makes a pretty good video. Unless this video sucks. I don't know, I haven't edited it yet. So obviously, I'm no expert here, but as a beginner, I'd like to share some of my advice on what I'd recommend if you want to get started in model railways. The first thing you should buy is a brand new starter set, so you can get a working controller, track, and engine. Don't be like me and buy a crappy used one and spend hours trying to figure out what the problem with it is. Another thing is, this hobby is expensive. You can find workarounds and cheap lots and engines sometimes, but don't expect to easily find everything for cheap. Buying bad quality engines from Facebook isn't going to help you. I'm looking at you, Thomas! I will probably make a sequel to this video at some point, once more work has been done. So if you want to see that, I'm more than happy to show you. Also, hopefully these videos make me back some of the money that I'm wasting on these trains.
And that is how Thomas died.
My God.
Town Hall 17 in Clash of Clans is now available on both mobile and PC with Google Play Games. Unleash the power of...
Damn it.
Kind of glad that you met Dax and Gabe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this right now. Never, and I mean ever, try anything that TTTE guy did. You will
Let's
surely
watch another
regret
video
it.
about that, and
Okay.
let's watch another video that he made.
Wait a minute. Remember the videos he made about destroying Arden's Go Plus along?
Yeah.
What do you think of those videos that he did?
Funny.
Funny. Funny and really kind of depressing a little.
Welcome back to my second Bachman story video. I've been constantly asked since the last video to do a second one. I couldn't really do an update video before there weren't enough events to cover, but I thought it'd be nice to get one out before the end of the year. And we've got some fun things to cover. A lot of it is me being idiotic. If you haven't seen the first video, I'd recommend watching that first. But for a short recap, Thomas Theorist got me into buying model trains.
Oh, that was cool.
I bought a crappy used Thomas set from Facebook, then I bought an actual working Henry starter set and some engines. I cut my finger broken on Henry's packaging, made a custom, and made plans for creating a small layout.
Wait, war.
I have to get going for right now. Enjoy the rest of your day. I have stuff I need to do.
Alright, later.
Today, we'll be seeing some new engines, some terrible purchase decisions, me injuring myself again, and me almost destroying my most expensive model. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Last video, I mentioned I had a package of track and trucks coming. There were a few trucks, a brake van, and even a breakdown crane. There are quite a few track pieces too, ranging from straights, curves, and 2-point sections. I needed some more track that wasn't the crappy easy track from my Thomas set, and I wanted more than, 2 trucks. This lot seemed great. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing, actually. is what I would say if this lot wasn't a piece of shit. So yeah, the listing wasn't the clearest in all the issues. The breakdown crane's chain was broken, which was kind of viewable on the image, so I guess you can pin the blame on me there. Would have been nice if you said that in the description of the listing though. Most of the trucks' wheels don't roll properly, including the breakdown crane, which I can't tell by image, so I'm not blaming myself there. Also, a bunch of the vans had the wrong coupling system, which I couldn't see because they were in boxes. I guess I could have researched them or something. I only got 3 working trucks from this lot. 3! And one of them is just a chassis from some random truck. Luckily for me, most of the track works fine. One of the point sections doesn't work though. I tried cleaning it and putting new rail joiners, but it still cuts power out. Now, was this lot a waste of money? I mean, yeah, kinda, but I don't fully regret buying this. This was the real turning point for me on buying used items. I found out that the frustration of buying used things was not worth it, and I'd probably save myself both time, money, and happiness by just buying new items. Plus, this lot did give me quite a few curves and straights, so not a total loss.
Oh my god.
The other thing I mentioned in the last video was that I ordered a new engine, and that engine was a Ginty. It was a pretty good price, and Ginties are neat tank engines. I got this blue variant because it looks more lively than the regular black. I really love this model. It runs smoothly and is actually one of my fastest engines, up there with Henry.
Hello.
I recently got a silver paint pen, and with it, I painted the details on the smoke box door and handrails. Oh yes, looks so much better now. Playing with my Ginty and Smokey Joe Percy together, however, kinda made me think about Thomas as a Ginty, and I'm currently in a bit of a debate with myself. I really want to make a Ginty Thomas in a similar style as my Smokey Joe Percy, but I'm unsure whether to use my current Ginty or buy a new one. I can easily get a new one, and I do like this Ginty as is, but something's telling me maybe I should turn this one into Thomas. I'm not sure at the moment, but I can guarantee that I definitely want to do that custom, so keep an eye out for that in the next video. Those were 2 big things that happened. Let's move on to something smaller, how I injured my hand again. So I'm currently just storing all my track like this. It's not the best storage box, but it's all I have at the moment. So I was just trying to reach something under my table, and while doing so, I stabbed my palm with one of the track pieces. The mark's gone now though, since this was back in September. I need to be more careful, don't I? Clearly haven't learnt anything though, because I'm still storing my track like that, so I can't wait to see how I injure myself in the next video. It had been a bit since I actually bought something, so I decided to buy some more Buckman Thomas engines. Then I opened Amazon and remembered, oh yeah, Buckman Thomas is expensive. They recently brought Edward down in price from being over $200, and for like a solid 2 weeks, I kept forcing myself not to buy it. I really wanted Toby. After seeing it on Adam's layout, I thought he looked pretty good. I also really wanted James and Diesel, but Toby would sometimes go down to a reasonable price, so I just waited until the time was right, and I bought him. And then I caved and bought Edward too because I was deprived of model trains and he just looks so cool and I wanted him then. I also bought Henrietta. Damn it. Let's talk about Edward first. Edward is a peak Bachmann model. He's a perfect representation of his show counterpart. He runs pretty okay. Not really many issues I've had playing with him. He just looks so good and was worth the money. Toby is also a neat model. I think he looks much better in person than the pictures show. I always thought Toby looked kinda okay before, but after actually holding the model, he looks much nicer in person. He is a little noisy and pretty slow, but I mean, Toby is slow in the shows, so it's not like I'm missing out on much. Plus, he is just extra smooth at stopping and starting. It's like butter. And what's Toby without Henrietta? Henrietta's fine. I don't really have much to say about her, honestly. She completes the look of Toby. Yummy. Now that I had quite a few engines, I wanted to start actually working on my layout design. But before I got into that, I wanted to build a temporary layout to test having 2 controllers at the same time. That old Thomas controller I got from that set turned out to be kind of broken.
Something's broken inside you, controller.
I don't want to do this no more.
It worked in one direction, but not the other. One direction. I figured I could still use this temporarily until I eventually replaced it. Here is the temporary setup I made. This was quite fun to play on, and only got me more excited to actually build the layout I wanted. First things first, though, I needed a new controller. Because this one's smelly.
Smelly, 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 smelly.
I bought another Bachmann controller, which was essentially the same as the Thomas one, which is great. These controllers are just really easy to use and very smooth. Also, not to mention, I can't really find any other good controllers in Australia for a decent price. If there are any people out there who have good controller recommendations to maybe replace my crappy one.
Okay, that's just way too.
Hornby.
That's just too much. Hornby.
Let me know in the comments below. Okay, now we can do the fun part. Actually starting my final layout. I decided to try and tackle the dockside first. If you remember my crappy drawing from the last video, I wanted to have a small dockside at the end of the board, where I can also push trucks into the sea. What I would love to have is embedded rails, however, I don't have the skill level to accomplish that. I still want to separate the dock track look from the regular ones, so I decided on using the Bachmann Easy Track. I know some people don't really like this track, but I don't really mind. I plan on penning it up somehow to look a little nicer. The other main reason I wanted to use the Easy Track was so I can use that terminal piece to power everything. I bought a pack of Easy Track that came with points so I could create this layout. But then I ran into a big problem, because of course I did. I was having issues trying to figure out where to put the terminal piece. I couldn't fit it horizontally like I originally wanted because I found out there wasn't enough room on the board. And if I placed it after these point sections, the docks would be taken up over half the board. And I couldn't place it before the points because that would cut the power off. I was annoyed because this pier area would have been perfect for it, but it's not going to send power through. Wait, what? So apparently Easy Track doesn't cut the power off with the point sections? Most people probably hate this, but it actually helps me a great deal because now I have a place for my terminal track. And with that, the dockside layout of track is done. I did change the layout slightly in the left-end corner because I couldn't fit this two-track thing. To be fair, this drawing was a very rough draft just to give me an idea of what I wanted. I wanted to at least finish the outer loop connecting both ends of the docks, so I worked on that. I originally just planned for it to go in a simple circle, but Adam suggested to me to create a runaway siding to try and fill out some of that dead space in the corner. And it turned out great! I love this little area, and I think I might try and get a coal hopper here or something. Might be some nice decoration. From the start, I've wanted a station platform between the two loops, similar to Elsbridge. On the outer loop, I figured it would look nice here. Now I just needed an inner loop to go next to the platform, but the inner loop was a bit harder to figure out. I never accounted how much space this track actually takes when you lay it out, and I was unsure how to tackle the tight space in the middle, so I figured I'll deal with that later. I was happy to at least have the main line done.
The main line?
Run Windows, Linux, and more on your Mac with unmatched performance and compatibility. Manage all your
Don't car.
I got in the mood for making another custom. I didn't really know what to make because I could hardly find engines online for good prices. I've always wanted to try making a custom duck for fun. And to my surprise one day when scrolling through eBay, I found a used
let's get going.
Great
Let's
Western.
get going.
A
It was nice to meet you.
GWR-57 XX pannier.
PT, have you not learned anything? Why are you still buying cheap models? Are
I
you
must
stupid?
get going anyway. It was nice meeting you.
I know that you all think I'm stupid for buying cheap used
Same
models
here.
again.
I honestly don't think of he's stupid. I mean, then again, Balkan models are just, they're just peak.
And yeah, I probably shouldn't, but in my defense, it was only like $70, plus the seller actually put a video of the model running, so I could tell it actually worked. My only issue from what I saw was that it was a bit noisy, but the main reason I didn't really care about buying the used model was that I just wanted to paint this up. I wasn't too concerned if it performed well, I just wanted to have some fun. I can have fun, right? The other reason I was pretty keen on making duck was that I knew I was never going to get a Bachmann duck because Amazon. What the hell are those prices? So I bought that pannier tank. When Duck arrived, I tested him out on the track, and he worked fine. Still noisy, but I didn't care. At least it didn't sound as bad as some other terrible engine. My main problem with Duck, though, was that he would smell pretty bad after using him. Like, oh my god, it's awful. My nose is pretty messed up, so the fact that it smells that bad to me is saying something. Oh well, I didn't mind. I'm mainly here just to make a fun custom. Yeah, a fun custom. Fun! With no issues making it whatsoever. Subtle foreshadowing. Like I mentioned in my last video, I brush paint all my models. I personally find it easier than spray paints, and to be honest, I find it more enjoyable. I love holding the model in my hand while I paint it. Even if the end result won't look the best, I'd rather have fun making the model. I started painting Duck with a mix of lime green, yellow, and white. I was inspired by a sorta Season 3 look, as that was my favorite. On camera, this looks way more neon for some reason. Trust me, it was not that bright green in person. I decided to add more yellow to the second coat, however, just to try and make it look a little more desaturated. I painted over my green mess on the running board, added his number with paint pens, and painted a practice GWR on a piece of paper. I was pretty happy with it, so I tried it on the model. And I made the W a bit too fat.
You're too fat.
It's fine, though. I don't need to go back. I can live with it. It's fine. For the face, I cut off a 2014 Wooden Railways face.
Oh dear.
Now, to put the face on, I had to shave down the smokebox stud. Easy enough. Except the pannier tank has a smokebox door. You know, the thing that's there usually instead of the face.
Hello.
And if you didn't know, kids, you can't place a flat surface on a round object and expect that flat surface to lay flat. So to fix this, I would need to shave down the door. It's fine, though. We'll just get rid of a bit of paint that I can just touch up and... Oh. Oh, no. Well, I got the face on it nice. Just ruined the whole chuffing front. But I can repaint it, right? Right? So, you know how I was using a mix of 3 colors? Well, guess what, kids? Did you know that sometimes you can't perfectly recreate the color you created before? Because you don't remember the exact amount of paint, and even the tiniest drop can make it a different color. I spent so much time trying to get the exact color with multiple recoats, and I still could never get it to match! You can't notice it that much anymore, and to be honest, I actually forgot for a while, so... I guess that's a win. I then finally painted the handrail silver, and it makes a world of a difference. And that's kind of my Duck. He doesn't look the best, I'll admit. Some people are probably going to say he looks awful. But I enjoyed painting him, even for those frustrating moments. And isn't that what counts? I'm just happy I can at least have a Duck model. Because I know I'm never going to buy a Duck from Amazon with that ridiculous price. Oh, sorry, hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Uh-huh. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. So, Amazon put Bachman Duck on sale literally the same week I finished mine.
Journey of Monarch is now available on both PC and mobile with Google Play Games. Command.
So this next story is about another 2 engines I bought. Now I should probably be telling you this in part 3, but they both arrived at the same time as Duck, so I'm gonna talk about them now. I found this listing of a Terrier and a Tender engine. The seller had previously painted this blue livery on them with custom, weathering?
Weathered.
Yeah, that should have been my first sign of danger. The seller claimed they ran well, so I bought them thinking I could make a Stepney and maybe James out of the Tender engine. Last time I wasn't able to make James with the Tender engine from Facebook, so maybe this time will be different. And I'm glad to say that this time was absolutely no different to last time. First of all, the packaging was awful. It was tightly wrapped with a sheet of bubble wrap and masking tape. I just want to compare this to the packaging my pannier came in. He was wrapped in bubble wrap and cushioned with cotton, and these look like something I fished out of the rubbish bin. Not only was this hell to open, but it broke the models. A part of the Terrier's buffer beam snapped off and his smokebox door was detached. Loosely in the package was the weight just freely moving around in there. The Tender engine didn't seem to have had any damage. However, one of the Tender wheels, which was meant to be powered, was free rolling. So either the seller lied about the condition or they broke the wheel by packaging it too tightly. In any case, the tender engine was kind of running at first, but now doesn't work properly. And at this point, I cut the wires and just plan to use them for spare parts. As for the Terrier though, he runs okay. A bit noisy and a little smelly, not as much as Duck, but he runs alright. I'm currently turning him into a Stepney, which you will all see in part 3. Quick note. While painting Stepney, I have also repainted Smokey Joe's footplate to be a darker red, as it used to be just a paint pen. And I just love how much better he looks with it. Having the red paint pen undercoat made painting this so much easier. Let's move back to the inner loop. I was having issues because now the space was getting quite tight. I was contemplating having a roundhouse with a turntable, but I soon realized I couldn't because 1, I couldn't fit a turntable that lay flat on the board, and 2, I didn't have the space. So I just decided to focus on making a functional second loop. I knew I wanted the option to travel from the main line into the inner loop, so I needed a point section to go inside and another one to allow engines to constantly go round in circles. I knew I needed more track for points and straights, so I bought some of these Hornby starter set expansion packs. With these, I was able to create a loop I was happy with. I also got wider radius curves in one of these packs, so I took that opportunity to put them on their outer loop, so that any engine would run on their well. I was very happy with what I had. Now I just had to focus on the center. I still wanted some type of shed and shunting yard, but my space was so limited and I tried multiple times concepting and placing tracks, figuring out a layout. I finally got one I'm satisfied with. It will have a small shunting area and a 2-berth shed. I've already ordered the pieces I need for this and they will be here soon. But now I can officially show you the final rough plan of my layout. We have the main line, which runs through a station and dockside. There is the option to run off the pier into the sea. There is also a point section that leads into a siding near the station, most likely to refuel the trains. From the main line, you can go down to the harbour and collect goods from the boats. You can take that train up into the inner loop where you can either unload at the station or in the shunting yards. There is a 2-berth shed which an engine can leave from and go into the shunting yard or around the loop. If I had more space, I would have loved just making this layout bigger. Bigger docks, station, shed, etc. But I am pretty satisfied with this design. It's got 2 loops to run trains and a bit of fun to it. Everything I could want. So, do you remember at the start of the video how I said I almost destroyed my most expensive model? Yeah, not only was it my most expensive, but also my favorite. And that was Henry. So basically, I was testing out my new point section on the layout, and I was seeing if tender engines could clear it properly. Henry's bogies mustn't have liked it, because before I could do anything, it happened. Henry fell off the 2.5-foot table and landed on the hard wooden floor right on his wheels. His face went flying off and I just stopped for a moment. I was so scared. Henry was such a good model and he was my best runner. I picked up his model, spent about 3 minutes looking for his face, checked for any physical damage, and found that there was some very slight cracks or scratches on his undercarriage. I was just able to push his face back into place very easily, but it's a little loose now. I put him back on the track and hoped for the best. Somehow, he still works. Hurrah! Absolute Giga Chad.
He
Bro fell off a
over.
table on his wheels on a hardwood floor and somehow lived that. I'm sorry, but Henry's just absolutely my favorite model. This guy's a beast. That got me thinking though. I don't want something like this to happen again. And I can't stay on both ends of the table to stop anything falling. My current idea for a solution right now is to have some kind of barrier to prevent engines from falling off the table if they derail. My main issue with this though is that I don't know how to make it look good visually. Maybe I can put some shrubbery or something in front of it? If anyone has any good ideas on what I can do, let me know.
Well, this seems like a good place to end the stream. Well, bye everyone. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.